Tonight we're going to talk about a parallel universe.
I have proof that parallel universes exist and sometimes they cross paths. This story is wild. A couple months ago, I was going out to dinner with my wife for date night. On the way to the restaurant, I get a notification on my phone that our reservation was canceled. I call the restaurant and I asked them why they canceled the reservation. They asked me what was the name under and I told them Eric Rosen. They said that Eric Rosen and his wife just arrived and they canceled a duplicate reservation in their system. I said, that's impossible. I'm Eric Rosen and I'm on my way to the restaurant with my wife right now. I was convinced that someone took my reservation. So when I got to the restaurant, I asked them to point out who this person was. So I get to the restaurant, they point the guy out, I walk up to his table and I say, excuse me, are you Eric Rosen? And he says, yes. And I say, no, I'm Eric Rosen. That's when he stands up and he goes, yeah, but I'm Eric S. Rosen. And then I said, I'm Eric S. Rosen. He says he's 52 years old. And I say, I'm 42 years old. And in that moment, I realized I just met myself 10 years from now. What are the chances of two Eric S. Rosens showing up to a restaurant at the exact same time on the exact same evening in the exact same restaurant? So a couple months went by and I kept thinking about how I met my future self, and I did what any rational person would do. So I set up a breakfast with my future self to get advice about what I would have done differently 10 years earlier. And when I walked in to meet with my future self, I brought a gift. It was a t-shirt, a big R with my firm logo on it. And you're not gonna believe this, but my future self also brought me a gift. It was a hat with his firm logo on it. Check this out. That's my shirt, that's his hat. This is Eric S. Rosen at age 42. This is Eric S. Rosen 10 years from now. I have...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That would have freaked me out. Now, are there cases of people who ran into maybe a twin before? You know what I mean? That has happened. Didn't know you had a long lost twin out there, brother or sister or something out there looks exactly like you or has the same name by chance. But what are the odds of you randomly running into somebody with the same name? Like, I'd have had to go home, lock myself in the basement for a while, get myself together, bro. Had to. That's weird. See, this is why I think we are living in a simulation, bro. This is super strange, and we're in a simulation, man, and it's glitches happening within the simulation at the moment. That's why we're seeing stuff, able to identify the glitches like that. Whew. That better be just perfect timing. You know what I mean? Just the way the camera was positioned, it made it look like that. But I can understand how they look like they just stepped out of a portal from some other universe or another dimension or something like that. I get it. I totally get it. Freaky.
Crash team to ICU West. All members of crash team report immediately for a code unit at ICU West. Crash team to ICU West. All members of crash team report immediately for a code unit at ICU West. Crash team to ICU West. All members of crash team report immediately for a code unit at ICU West.
I know this can't be real, right? You know what I mean? I know it. But imagine sitting in a hospital and people just start disappearing and vanishing in front of your face. I'd have been in there like going delusional, like somebody get me to a hospital, somebody get me to a hospital. They'd had to slap me and be like, fam, you're in a hospital. You're in the hospital, bro. Well, get me out the hospital and bring me back in. Something ain't right. You know what I mean?
Did you know that each of your dreams could be a glimpse of a parallel life you are leading in another universe? Brace yourself. This will give you shivers. There's a theory suggesting that our dreams aren't merely figments of our imagination, but real glimpses into other dimensions where a version of ourselves is living a slightly or radically different life. Each time you wake up from a dream that felt incredibly real, it might be because it was real, but in a parallel world. The decisions you made in that dream are reflecting choices you've made in another life. It's a concept of the multiverse that broadens the horizons of what we consider our reality. In other words, your dream last night was not just a dream. It was a day in your life in another universe. And every night you get the chance to visit this other you, to explore paths you haven't taken here. It raises a dizzying question. What if the you in that universe is dreaming about your current life right now? It's an endless loop of possibilities and coexisting realities.
Well, the other me needs to work out some things in therapy. Because the other me, and when I'm in a dream as the other me or seeing the other me, he's either getting chased around, he's either trying to fight off some crazy demons or whatever these things are. He's in these kind of weird shootouts. He's falling from something and just kind of like the other me needs to calm down. That's what I need the other me to do. It needs to calm down. He's doing way too much. All right? Relax, bro. You ain't gonna make it to see 20-something years old if you're young. The way he's going off and the other me is crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Got the practice again, just to prove to you guys that I wasn't crazy. Watch, she's gonna get out, she's gonna walk around the car, sit in the other side. She's stuck in the same pattern. She's done this 5 or 6 times. And she's gonna get out, walk around the back of the car.
No, she's tweaking. That's a different level of tweaking right there. When you pull a car and over and stop, get out, sit in the passenger seat for all of about 2 seconds, get out, go back into the driver's seat and drive off. Yeah. I've heard of superstitions. That could be possibility. You know, she could be tweaking. That's what I'm a little more leaning towards. You know what I mean? Or it could be like some type of obsessive compulsion disorder. You know what I mean? OCD. She could be. But I'm leaning a little bit more just tweaking.
Hi, it's Kelly. I haven't been down here in a really long time, like a month or 2. After what happened, I couldn't come down here. So, but my family's come down here a lot, and so is my brother, and they say they've seen nothing, and my brother, I made him look through every single room and everywhere, and there's nothing here, and I need to finish this video, so I'm doing it. So, this is a training board, and I'm going to... Mom, is that? Why is this door opening? Hello? Mom, is that? Why is this door opening? Hello?
I didn't mean to laugh, but why she run off like why she run off like that, bro? You know what I mean? Now listen, I don't play around with mirrors. So mirrors, it's so much extraterrestrial, not extra paranormal. It's so much surrounding a mirror. You know what I mean? History with mirrors and people who back in early ages didn't like mirrors in their homes. Spirits could get trapped in the mirrors, all kind of things. So I don't play around with mirrors. You know what I mean? I don't. And she didn't have to run off like that either. Why did she run like that? That's hilarious.
I think she's lagging in real life. What is happening?
What?
What?
This video that was filmed at Disneyland has been going viral because there appears to be a glitch in the Matrix. Did you see that? The guy in the red shirt appeared out of nowhere. There was another viral video that was filmed at Avengers Campus using CGI. Now people believe the video was edited, but this one I feel like could just be the camera angle. Let me know in the comments what you think happened.
Have you ever wondered if parallel universes are a real thing? An infinite number of realities and potentially infinite versions of you. Well, some physicists would say this could actually be true. The idea is, when our universe began, cosmic inflation caused the Big Bang, but it may have created a number of different universes at the same time. The space between them always growing, so they can never interact. And this leads to an infinite number of parallel universes, each with their own laws of physics. In one universe, you may have made a choice, leading to a completely different life.
It better be a rich choice. It better be a wealthy choice that led me to an abundance of wealth, like the wealthiest. I want that choice.
In another universe, maybe the speed of light is slower.
In 1954, at the Tokyo Haneda Airport in Japan, a man showed up one day and claimed to be from the country of Taured, which doesn't exist. The man proceeded to explain that the country that he was from had been around for 1,000 years and that he frequently flown to Japan for business meetings. Not only did the man have documented proof that he worked at the company he claimed to have worked for, his passport, which had visa stamps from various nations, also said that he was indeed from the country of Taured.
And his passport said it 9/11 on it. Notice that? September 11th? Weird.
However, once authorities called the company to confirm, they claimed to have never heard of the man in their life. The hotel that the man claimed to have booked also had no record of him, and his bank that issued his checkbook turned out to not exist. Authorities eventually decided to just lock him in a room and deal with the situation the next morning. However, the next morning, not only did the man disappear, but his documents, which were locked in a whole nother room, also disappeared. Do you think this man might have been from a parallel universe?
I've been pacing around my house for I don't know how long because I found a glitch. I am having either a mental health emergency or I found a glitch in the simulation. How do you remember the Monopoly man? He has a monocle, right? He's got a monocle. Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name of it, but yeah, the monocle. Yeah. I already know where she's headed with this, and I've been having this argument with people too. I remember him having that monocle, bro. This whole Mandela effect that people keep trying to pull on me and the rest of y'all is getting to me. He had a monocle. Yes, he did.
Yeah, there's a picture of him running. He's in black and white. The monocle, or any of the like boxes. He's on everything. He has a monocle, right? That's how we all remember him. Apparently, he doesn't. Okay? Apparently he doesn't have a monocle. Found this when we were playing. That doesn't make sense, does it? Look on the internet. No history of him. Yes, I am ranting. No history of him ever having a monocle. That's not it. That's not it.
Bro, what is going on? Do y'all remember that TikTok saying that 2020 wasn't real? And that's why the ball drop was late? And watch this.
Siri, how many days until 2021?
It's 357 days until...
As you can see, I'm posting this on January 23rd at 8:05. As you can see, exact same wallpaper.
It's 342 days until then.
I had just posted a video talking about nanotech. The news clip was referring to this article right here. Researchers use nanotechnology to develop new coronavirus mass model. Posted on January 7th, 2021. I know we've all heard the theory that 2020 was really 2012 due to the Gregorian calendar mess up. Basically, last year was not 2020 and 2020 is right now. And we have 342 days until 2021. And I was checking the video and it was at 2012 views. 5 minutes later, I checked the likes and they're at 333 likes. Then I was checking this rap video that I posted a while ago and something just told me to click his comment. He's at 33.3 thousand followers. Bro, what the?
See? And with me being of the belief, stay with me. Stay with me. With me being of the belief that we're in like a simulation, you know, the Matrix, we're in it. That's why we keep telling everybody, continue to unplug people out of the Matrix. Hit that like button. You ever think about it at like a computer, right? Sometimes your computer freezes up. Things start happening. Little glitches start arising on your computer. And you know you need to restart it. Maybe that's what 2020 was for us. It was a restart of the system. System needed to reboot, restart, and came back functioning. Not the best. Not the best, but it was better. It was better. Gotta love CGI, but don't act like this don't give you ideas of where we're headed, though. You know what I'm saying? This could be, you know, the future. Everything taking place above the clouds. Why? I don't know. But for some reason, there's a lot of activity going up there already. So this could be future.
Look at what it says there. He claims that CERN destroyed the universe during recent experiments, which has resulted in us living in a nearby parallel universe instead.
You're welcome, Eddie.
There's a lot of people online that think this is an explanation for all the Mandela effect things that people keep finding
He goes
online.
into stuff about the Mandela effect, how, you know, there's like apparently a bunch of people who think Mandela died in prison.
Right.
And like there's, you know, and as far as I know, he was released, became president of South America. You know, I mean, that's the universe I'm from, just personally.
I don't know what is going on, man. It's getting to the point to where we don't know what to believe. It's so many different theories about what's happening. I've heard of this story about the smartest kid in the world says CERN destroyed our universe. Have you ever seen CERN? That place gives me the creeps, man, because it just looks like you flip that machine on and it could just destroy a planet. It could do something. It could turn, it look like it can turn gravity on and off. That's what that machine looks like it has the ability to do. It's like it's controlling the gravity. I don't know. That place just, it does something to me.
We're seeing a rise in people not wanting to have children, and it's for a specific reason. Not a lot of souls want to incarnate on planet Earth anymore.
I see you, but I raise you parallel universes. So go check out this video. But this woman is talking about how more and more people are choosing to not have kids. And she believes it's for a specific reason, as souls do not want to incarnate on Earth anymore.
That's a lie. I got a cousin right now. He just got about 8, 9. I have to count him. I think he's got about 8 or 9. I think he's literally repopulating the planet himself. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. People where I'm from, they have lots of kids, so.
Anymore. However, ever since I figured out reincarnation is a thing, I was always confused as to how you can reincarnate. There has to be like a set amount of people that can come in, right? Because there's past, present, and future, so if you're not having kids, then you're probably not allowing other people to reincarnate, right? However, I was thinking in this direction, but not this direction, because I recently figured out that parallel universes are a thing. So you may have chosen not to have kids in this life, but you may have also chosen to have kids in a parallel universe. And with that idea, there's a lot of chances for people to reincarnate, which is why people have so many lives.
We're seeing a rise.
I never thought about that. She does have a point. Having kids in another Wow. See, this is why we got to tap in and figure this thing out and go over there and teach my other self to slow down. Slow down, man. What are you doing, fam? Jeez. Having kids in oh my God. Oh. I feel so dirty. I feel like I need to go wash. Oh,
The parallel universes are real. It was first proved when Fiona Broome claimed that she and others vividly remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. And they actually uncovered a world where Nelson Mandela did in fact die in prison in the 1980s. The theory posits that there are specific nexus points where multiple parallel universes converge, creating a shared collective memory among inhabitants of these universes. There are people who have a unique ability to tap into these shared collective memories without the aid of technology. These individuals are known as nexus sensitives. They claim to have experienced vivid memories of alternate realities since childhood. Secret scientists developed a device that allows limited interdimensional communication. Using this device, they establish contact with a parallel universe where historical events align with the collective memories. Comment if you want to learn more about parallel universes.
So how are we tapping into them other than dreams? How are we tapping into this to where we're seeing either alternate endings or, you know what I mean? Seeing like the Mandela effects with different things. How are we tapping into this though? Are we reaching a state of supreme being? What are we doing? What are we tapping into? Is it not only are you getting older and you're maturing in your mind, are you also getting more strength in tapping into your parallel or your other selves? Is that the case? Like, how do this keep happening?
There are actually portals on Earth that you can walk through and travel to other parallel universes. You might have heard about these places like the Bermuda Triangle, where people seemingly vanished from existence. On Dolores Cannon's book series, The Convoluted Universe, her research within the subconscious mind confirms the existence of these portals. The subconscious mind says that with many of these portals, you can only see through them, not pass through them, because the difference in our vibrational frequencies just won't allow it. You'll know if you're seeing one of these portals if you're just walking down the street and you observe something, maybe a building or a park, and it appears slightly different than you remember. It can even sometimes look a bit shimmery, but for some reason, you don't go over to investigate and you just keep on walking. This is because your subconscious is steering you away from interacting with a portal that is not open to you. If for some reason a portal is open, like with the Bermuda Triangle, that would allow people and things from our universe to pass through. But here's where it gets really interesting. Once you cross over into the parallel universe, your body and the things that you brought with you would cease to exist. It would literally dissolve into nothingness because your vibrational energies don't match. And also, there's already another incarnation of you in this parallel universe. And there can't be two of you at once, so something has to give. Normally, the one entering dissolves, but very, very rarely, the other one that's actually living in the parallel universe will dissolve, and you'll have to figure out a way to assimilate into this new reality.
First of all, she made a great point about the Bermuda Triangle. I always thought that could potentially be, I mean, since a youngin', I thought that could potentially be a parallel universe, bro. If not, explain it to me then. Tell me what's going on. Please, somebody. You know what I mean? And I think she made an interesting point talking about once you pass over into or through or come through a parallel whatever or through a portal or whatever, you can't bring nothing with you. So if you're suffering with some type of sickness, does that just go away? You know what I mean? And your body, do you instantly turn healthy? So many questions. So many questions.
When you go through a black hole, mathematically, no one's ever done this, of course, you wind up in a parallel universe.
But you end up also stretched so skinny you could never survive? Your consciousness could
That's
never
for a
exist?
small black hole. Large black holes have very weak gravitational fields, and you can travel right through. A spinning black hole, for example, collapses to a ring, not a dot. The ring rotates very quickly, that's why it doesn't collapse.
Some people believe that we're inside of a black hole. Earth, we're inside of one.
Centrifugal force. If you were to fall through the ring, you will go right through to a parallel universe without being crushed to death. These are called the Kerr solutions of Einstein's equations. And so it's like the looking glass of Alice. The rim of the looking glass is the black hole. The center is the looking glass. When you put your hand through the looking glass, your hand winds up on the other side of forever. That is the solution of Einstein's equations.
This is why I love science, bro. I love it.
Okay, I'm confused.
about this backyard here. Like, this is supposed to be my backyard, right? And then when I go downstairs...
Looks like she's looking into somebody else. Or do you live next to a landfill? Like, what is going on with that, sweetheart? It's time for you to go.
I know it's not going to be the same. What the... I'm literally confused. I swear. I don't know. Like, where?
That better be the other side of the house, bro. Because if not, yeah, you're in something. You're stuck in something. You're stuck in a loop. Yeah, you're stuck in a loop in the Matrix. And I don't know how to tell you to get out of it.
Where's all my cans?
You've stated that you believe there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean that there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you?
Yes, and also a universe where you're not.
You've stated that...
Listen, and that's, see, case in point. Would, in another universe, I wonder, would he be able to be a different person? You know what I mean? Would he have been? Rest in peace to him, Stephen Hawking. But would he have been a different person? But gaining everything that he might have lost in this one, I wonder, would he lose intelligence in that universe? So it's like gaining this that you want, but losing this that you have. Crazy thought, right? Listen, man, this is all type of stuff that just be floating through my brain and stuff that I think about. So I just be bringing y'all along the journey. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Tell me what you think. I'm gone.